y'all, thank you for choosing Dark Divine Feminine Tarot and Epiphanies. But of course, we know that this tarot is for everybody and the whole Dark Divine Collective. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. Like I always tell y'all, we're going to do this. I'm going to be here all the time. So if you like it and you want to hang out, don't be shy. Like, subscribe, all of the things, okay? So I actually decided to go ahead and just use a song title. So we're going to go ahead and do a little song title reading. I've decided to choose Amerie's Why Don't We Fall in Love? Summer anthem, beautiful love song, feels so good, never goes out of style. It's a classic song and it's also a classic question. Look at this, already popping out. Why don't we fall in love, okay? So we had a little energy already pop out. And we're going to ask that question for our dark divines that are saying, you know what, why am I not in love with nobody right now? Like, what's going on? You know, you need to control your impulses. And we saw the exorcist jumped out and found us. Like, why don't we fall in love? Sure, let me tell you why you don't fall in love. Like, it jumped right out and let us know, okay? So why don't we fall in love? We see grounding in the reverse. Set some roots. Set some roots. We're talking to the Dark Divine Collective right now. Set some roots. Set some rules and stop acting a fool. Stop thinking it's your responsibility to run around exercising everybody else's demons. And it can be hard not to do that. We speaking to the exorcist energy that just came through. It can be hard not to do that when you're the Dark Divine, masculine or feminine, because we are the truth tellers. We are the ones that bring the transformation to whatever scene that there may be by kind of being that lightning rod of truth. You know what I'm saying? Kind of that Shango energy. And that can be hard for folks to handle a lot of times, but try to not just go around being the lightning rod of truth before people get a chance to know you, okay? So they won't just run off. Again, set some roots somewhere, right? Stop being that alpha wolf everywhere you go. We see the wolf in reverse, okay? Stop coming in like, yes, I'm here. I am the spiritual messiah that's finna shake it all up. And stop trying to rescue everybody. These are all so common of themes that healers, whether they're just transformative dark healers or light healers, these are so the things that we deal with, okay? It's rescuing you. People want to say, let me tell them the truth so I can get them out of that jam. No, don't do that, okay? It's time to rebirth. In terms of falling in love, it's time to do a little rebirth and a little refresh of that energy, right? Make yourself some promises, okay? New moon, refresh. Let's do something new. The new moon comes in and brings with it a whole brand new cycle. Brings it a whole brand new flow. So it's time for that new flow. It's time for a rebirth. It's time to really look into yourself and really look at yourself for real. We're talking shadow work, okay? Detective, look into yourself and really ask yourself, you know, what do I need to change? What do I need to rebirth in myself to really jump into that frequency where I'm in love with somebody and I'm open to it, okay? Think about the fairies. Think about that fairy frequency, that earth magic, being grounded, but also being in exactly who you are. Being in exactly who you are. Also being a helper to others when necessary, if necessary. Being willing to be open and be a helper to others and be gentle. Not always take the lightning rod approach to being a guide, okay? You can be a guide and be gentle at the same time. You don't necessarily have to take it, you know, take it there like that, right? You can always be a guide that is gentle. And we see summer solstice, radiance. It's time, radiance in reverse. It's time for you to kind of go in for a little bit. You might want to spend a little time away from people because you need to do some inner work. All of us in the Dark Divine, it's time to do inner work, right? So when it's time to do inner work, sometimes you have to take a moment and just step away, period. Step away from things and kind of find yourself again. So that's really what needs to occur. This is things that need to occur so you can fall in love. We know that's what you want, okay? We know that's what you want. So that's what needs to happen. You need to step away from the scene for a little minute. Kind of get yourself back into being you. Get back into that Queen of Wands energy. Get back into that Queen of Wands energy. And the Queen of Wands is a very powerful card when we talk about the Dark Divine because we're talking about a witchy energy, right? She's very much about the home. She's very much about happiness, We see even Oshun. We see on the sunflower energy, right? We see Oshun coming through with her seduction, fertility. So it's time for you to kind of go in and kind of pull yourself together. We will not be pulling reversals for this particular reading. So you will see me flip these cards around because we will not be doing reversals for this particular reading. Okay, it's time for you to take a little time away from trying to run every damn body. We keep getting this message. Take a break from the throne. Okay, don't you see him chilling, falling off to sleep a little bit? Take a break from study. Take a break from the throne. Have a little fun. Have a little fun. Get in your own world for a minute. Like I said, step away, isolate, find yourself, do you for a minute. Make sure you do you for a minute. And search. Whatever you need to do, get out. Get out when it's time to. After you have completed all of this and you kind of isolated yourself and got yourself back right, start searching. Searching for yourself, right? Even if that means getting out, going to the museum, spend a little time with yourself, taking yourself out for a little treat. Search, look for yourself. Make sure you're finding yourself so you can know who you are. You can't really fall in love when you don't even know you. Okay? Be on guard against monitoring spirits, and anybody that there's even the people in your life, they want to know what you're doing, what you on. So they can be disruptive. They can be negative. Oh, man, you don't need to do all that. Really be on guard for that. Really be on guard against that, right? We're seeing it again. I'm just giving it to y'all again. The importance of being on guard during this time because you are going to have some people that are going to try to be disruptive. A lot of times when you try to seek sanctuary, find your peace, pray, all these different things, you have people that are going to be disruptive. Okay? There may be somebody that you need to call and reconcile with. The star energy, you need to balance things. And there may be somebody who need to kind of say, you know what, I want to go ahead and talk to you about how things ended. I'm hearing maybe an ex or a really good friend that y'all had a terrible argument. You may want to make that right. Look at this, the Lovers, what I say. You need to make it right. You need to seek harmony with somebody in your life that was very important and things just did not end right. And it's not necessarily about restoring a romantic connection. It's just about making things right so you can move forward. Somebody that you had an innocent relationship with so that you can move forward and fall in love. Literally. Here we go. Fall in love. This is what you want to do. This is the space that you're in right now. One where you're seeking falling in love, and that's what the Page of Cups is all about. So you're setting up to make it where you can fall in love, but also where you can be in a contemplative space, where you can feel good about yourself, contemplate your next move, which I think is always the smartest thing to do in any situation like this one. So we see now, why can't you fall in love? Because you need to chill. Because you need to chill. Okay? Because you need to relax. You need to not consider everything an opportunity for you to be a spiritual powerhouse. You need to relax. You need to learn how to blend with another person. We saw that. We saw that through the Queen of Wands card that we pulled, which is all about that witchiness, being dedicated to the home, the hearth, etc., etc. We also saw that up top with the rescuer, not looking to rescue everybody, but just looking to blend with people sometimes. Everybody is not a project, and it's very important that you realize that that type of vibe will run folks off. You will not get a chance to fall in love with nobody if you're coming in as the spiritual guru that's going to set fire to the rain every single time you're, in proximity to this person and sense any space in them that's in need of a little spiritual healing. So you just want to take it a little easy is basically what we're seeing right here. So that's what we see. If you enjoyed this, if you got something from it, if you enjoyed the understanding a little bit more about the Dark Divine Collective right now and why some of us are having a little trouble falling in love, please be sure to like and subscribe because like I said, I will be here all the time and we can do this again with another song and everything. All right. So see you in the next one.